Hey guys, welcome back to another trade recap. So today is Monday, December 8th, 2025. This is a trade I took. It was a no news Monday, so I wasn't really expecting the market to move very much. Let me zoom out to a larger time frame. Here it is. Notice we had an SMT up here between ES and NQ. Yeah, right here. See this? Yeah, major SMT. Just came short of previous day high, making relative equal highs. And we ended up moving around 287 handles. So not terrible, but the entry wasn't super great. The market structure shift was pretty large, 478 on my stop loss. It was that big. And so we didn't actually get a 2-to-1 today. We got stopped out in profit at, I don't know, it was like $179. $179. And that was 179 on my sim live, no, my sim funded, and double that on my eval. So not terrible. I'm not upset with today, especially since it's a no news Monday. But I had my trailing stop loss method that I was using. Pretty anticlimactic day, to be honest. I took, hold on, I didn't even go over bias. What am I doing? What am I doing? We're still doing this in one take though, because why not? So I got my bias. I know the chart looks pretty messy right now, but I can do my best to explain it. I got my bias from this intermediate term 1 hour high, and there were inverses of these 1 hour fair value gaps. As you can see, after that, it didn't sweep any intermediate term highs or lows until this session, and then it confirmed our bearish bias by inversing there. For my support, my higher time frame support, I decided to use a 1 hour volume imbalance, and I also, for extra confirmation of using this, I confirmed with an SMT, which helped. I don't necessarily want to say it's me using it as a confluence, but it helped my psychology throughout the trade. It helped kind of confirm, okay, like, this is good. I want to, like, pretty much confirming that I was going to be okay and it was going to go down. Just extra confirmation. So I ended up using this volume imbalance because there's two volume imbalances. Technically, for my strategy, this means that there's a fair value gap or large volume imbalance there. Anyway, yeah. Today for me was also a New York reversal, but I was using inverse fair value gap support because London swept Asia high. That's why. All right. Back to the lower time frame. Honestly, I kind of already explained all of that, but pretty much I was just moving my stop loss for every 1 minute intermediate term low. I was moving it to the 1 minute intermediate term high to trail my stop loss. And eventually, after I moved it to this high, I got stopped back out, which is fine. It ended up targeting previous day low. So if we go back out, our previous day low is here, and our previous day high is here. Yeah, hit our previous day low. But honestly, that's okay. My 2 to 1 was way further. And so, whatever. Whatever. And I also had this INWOG marked out, but it just ran right through it. Or new week opening gap. And I also had this old bearish inverse fair value gap, but I also had these fair value gaps mapped out as well. And oh yeah, okay. I market entered this trade because it had already, oh yeah, what? Interesting. Okay, I don't know why, but the market does this thing. Hold on, never mind. Sometimes it like deletes a candle, I've noticed, but it didn't do that here. I guess I just registered this as not, I registered this as a fair value gap, but it's not. So I guess that's my bad. I could have gotten a better entry then. My entry would have been up here. Would have been up here. That would have been my entry. But I like to market order if it makes a fair value gap and trades up into it already. Sometimes that's before the market structure shift, because sometimes if you take a trade, like if you set a limit and it's already retraced into a fair value gap, sometimes it'll just straight up run and you won't have time to enter the trade. So my trade could have been a lot better. So that was a mistake I made. It could have been a perfect 2 to 1 straight to the previous day low. And I probably could have made a little bit more. I still would have gotten stopped out here, but that's okay. I'm not upset about it. A win is a win. But yeah, that's my trade. If you enjoyed this video, I'll be doing this pretty much every day. I take a trade, and yeah. So subscribe if you want to see that. Like the video if you enjoyed this. Comment if you have any questions. Love to hear them. Comment if you have any tips or feedback. Yeah, that's it.